So yeah, this video is gonna be about how to get over a breakup. How can you get over a breakup? First of all, we can look at what you did. You probably started secluding yourself and being all alone and just sitting there alone and thinking about all of the shit. Probably giving yourself the blame for everything that happened, because if you look such a video up, you probably were the one who got dumped. So you're just sitting there sad, and maybe then looking on her social media, did something change, like followers, posts, or any shit like that. Then you're gonna think about, has she got another one? Why did it happen? What can I do? But that's not right, bro. What you should do is get up again, and by that I mean go out, do stuff with your friends, go and talk with your friends about the problems. Let's just say you start going to the gym with your friends, or to like fighting, like boxing school or MMA or stuff like that. You enjoy their company and do stuff with them, and then maybe if it really severely hurts you, then you can go talk after you did something to them and ask them on their opinions and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you an example. For example, me, I had a breakup a few weeks ago, and basically the breakup came because there were some problems with the relationship that weren't resolved. And I can tell you from my perspective, it always was like that I had to give everything. Like basically, if you have a relationship and we are both in the beginning at these points, and then you get step after step, you walk, but someday it may be like this, like you want more than the other person can give, and this brings a good relationship to a fall, sadly. A lot of people will probably now talk bad about the partner, but sometimes relationships can be where you think she's the perfect girl and everything matches up, and there's just one little problem there is in the relationship. But honestly, if you break up, there is a reason for it. Me, I grew as a person. I started my self-improvement journey more, like I invested more into my self-improvement. So for me it was like, at the beginning it was pretty weird, because it basically was like a punch in the face, like a right hook from Mike Tyson. It felt like that. And then I just sat there and didn't know what to do, and just was like, yeah, fuck, I lost something again. And as a man, for me personally, it was really hard, because I had like the one eye, if you know what I mean, like just focusing on her and thinking she's the perfect one. I mean, for me personally, because I'm still young, I'm 19, by the way, it was the first real connection for me personally I had with a girl. I had girls before that, but with her I really felt like love, and I've also felt love in a kind of way. I really bonded with her, like spiritually, emotionally, and also physically. I'm not gonna lie, like she was really a great girl, but the problems we didn't resolve after the time just made it worse and worse. For me, I started like to feel like I'm the second person always. Like, I don't know if you know that. You probably, if you thought about the relationship, just look at all the things. Even if your partner did something for you. For me, I felt like I always was the second choice, even though we were in a relationship and I knew in the relationship. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, I felt a little bit weird in the relationship also, because of a lot of let's just say mistakes between me and her happened, with lies and stuff like that. So by that shit, it is because we bonded we also had plans for the future. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really thought she was gonna be the mother of my kids, and I thought of her as my wife and seen her like that. So after that, as soon, like a few days after, as soon as the night times crawled in, like 3 days after, and I think I started to feel really down. Not gonna lie, like I just sat there and then just was like, yeah. Even like little things like calls and stuff like that, I started missing those. And for me in that time period, it was really hard, because like a person that I had, at least in my head, had a future with and stuff like that, it just wasn't there anymore. The bond we had, just in one day, there was nothing anymore. And for me, and probably for you guys, like, so yeah, for me and probably for you also, at the beginning this really hurt, and you lost, basically in your head, you lost everything. In the night times, like, a lot of shit happened. For example, I'm gonna be honest, I bursted into tears and I felt like I really lost something. But thinking about everything that happened, I'm gonna give you a tip. Make a list of every positive thing you got from the relationship and the negative parts in the relationship, and then make a list about what you learned through the breakup and after the breakup. So after I made those two lists for me, I've seen that a lot negative points in the relationship were there and weren't worked out. For me, it seemed like I tried and I did the things that I could, and I felt like in a relationship that after I looked at the list, that I wasn't treated right in the relationship. So because of that, of course you still feel bad and stuff like that, but you can see the things more clearly. I know that we also have like problems with how you feel about yourself and self-image and shit like that. At the end of the video, I will come back to this. But first, I continue the story, because after 3 weeks of the breakup, we talked again. And basically, there was a theme about talking about the problems we had in the relationship, the changes we both got through, and then, yeah, about how the perspectives were and how everything seemed, because we had a problem also with communicating, not just the problem in the relationship, but when we talked about the problems and stuff, we basically didn't talk really to each other. We just said it, but we didn't understand each other quite well. Sadly, because of that, now it's over. The situation with me right now is, I am honestly not sure, but for me it's the relationship I was in. If there was a chance to change a lot of stuff, because she really wasn't like that bad. There were certain points in the relationship where I really was unhappy with, like really unhappy with, but all in all, I'd still say that if we would continue, I wouldn't want that. If we would start something new with the things we know what we want and what we don't want, we could try. But I'm not gonna be like a lapdog, because this is what what's now the point. We talked, and it seemed like, yeah, she still got a thing. But as a man, you should not run after a girl. Like, I know in our situation, brother, this seems really bad, because you want to know how she feels, like how it is with her, what she does and shit like that. But it's not your role anymore. So fuck it, not gonna lie. Don't just run after her and try to get her back. In my case, there also was a bad thing from what I heard. Like, there was a lot of shit talked about me, and I heard stuff. When I now think about it, I said to her that I don't believe it. But when I now think about it and how the thing seems, there's a thing going around that she basically cheated on me since like 3 months before the end of the relationship. And I'm not sure about that, but honestly, I don't care right now. Like, because if I think about it, it will hurt me again, and I don't want that, because I just want to separate myself from the situation. So should you. Like, you should, you see the situation, but you should go out of the way. Like, if the situation is here, you are in it. Like, this is the situation, you are here. You should go out and look at the situation. You basically need to leave it and look at it from outside. So for me, as you know from the TikTok channel I got with like the body transformation, at the beginning I still was together with her until like day 87 or something like that, and I'm not even sure, bro. Like, I forgot a few days, not gonna lie, but we broke up in that time and I didn't do videos for some time, and then I basically got a gym membership for free, for me at least, and since I went to the gym I lost 5 kilograms and my physicality really improved over that time. Also started to read, now starting with the YouTube channel. So yeah, focus on yourself now and focus on how to grow. For me, I mean, I'm 19 years old and she was the first girl I had, and I really bonded with her. But if I think about how it felt, because I was unhappy in the relationship lasted 2 years and I was unhappy for like 1.5 years in the relationship. But because of the things I believe in, we basically wanted to stay together because I hoped that change would occur, but it didn't. So it always felt like I got a heart, if you know what I mean. Like, in my heart has a rope around it and the rope always pulls. And sometimes, I have to be honest, it hurts to hold on. It really hurts more to hold on than letting go. I know this is like really, at least probably in your situation, because you're still in it. You can't really say that right now, but for me, I see that. So what about the feelings? In my case, I still got feelings for her. She still is somewhat important to me. Thus, I said in the first half, if changes would occur, and basically she would show me that there is still something and she wants to fight. Because the problem in the relationship was, I always felt like she doesn't want to fight for our relationship and doesn't want to change stuff, so the problems would go away and I always had to do everything. So for me, the feelings are still, like, I still have the feelings. So when I think about the situation, I don't know if she called and she said, yeah, let's work it out, if I would want to work it out or still say no. Because I'm not out of the situation completely, but I started the moving on process since last week. So the point what I'm trying to make is, don't be a fucking dog. Don't just look at yourself and, oh, I did everything bad, she left me, my life is going to ruin, I can't do nothing. Bro, look at yourself, focus on yourself. Don't go and try to please others, because you will break yourself in that process. You will try to change yourself to suit some other people, and they don't want you. They left you. And as I said in the last video, bro, you probably right now are a lump of coal. But what happens if the coal gets a lot of pressure on it? It turns into a diamond. So you need to work on yourself, to improve, to set goals and to conquer those goals, so you can grow as a person, so you can to be the better man. And by that, by becoming the best version of yourself or being a better man. I know it sounds really weird, because in your situation you probably think, she is the best girl and I can't get another one like her. She is the best. You know, like this one, you just look at her and think she's perfect, she's the queen. Bro, when you improve yourself, probably in your situation she was the best you could get. If you improve yourself, you will probably get better women. You will get people who will fight for you, who show you that they love you. I know this sounds dumb, and for me it hurts to see it now like that, because I honestly have the same problem, and I don't want to see it like that, but it is like that. I know, it's really fucked up, but double down on your self-improvement. Now it's your time to shine. Yeah, my notes also say just focus on your self-improvement. So King, let me just say it to you like that. If you look at a game of chess, the game doesn't end when a pawn takes the queen. The game ends when the king falls. So, kings, stand strong, stay up and fight for yourself and for your own good. You are good enough. Bro, I know how you feel, but I'm telling you, you are fucking good enough. You are strong and you will change the situation. You will be the guy in 20, not even fucking 20 years, let's be honest, in 3 years. I know, tell you, 3 years, and you will be the fucking man. The biggest problem you probably now have is your psyche, what you think about yourself. You see yourself as the guy who has been left, who has done bad this and this. For example, with me, like, I'm kind of still heavy. If I would go to the gym and think of me as, yeah, I'm not an athlete, I'm still fat, I don't know, I don't feel that well. Bro, no. You need to see yourself as the fucking G, as the man. Because a mental condition, what you think about yourself, will set your life in motion where it goes. If you always think you're a failure, you're gonna fail. I know this sounds really wrong, but start lying to yourself until this lie becomes true. Start to look at yourself and see the good parts in you. Start seeing your life, the good parts in your life, and then say that you are the fucking man, you are the G, you are the guy that the woman wants. Even though you probably still are not the guy, but mentally you are that guy. You are that guy. So, because mentally you are that guy, you will eventually become that guy. So my last words for you is stay strong, keep fighting, double down on self-improvement. Don't message her, don't look at her shit, just focus on yourself. She's now gone, man. And you don't need her to be strong, because as a man, you need to conquer your goals. That's our destiny. This is what our self-improvement is all about. So stay strong, kings, and keep your heads up and the crown on.